14-0 Dallas, and the Cowboys on a first down here. Murray, that's his 11th carry of the game to the 25. So how did things start tonight? Here's a look back.
Well, look at Brad Smith on this one, the up back right there, pointing to Josh Huff in the back of the end zone, basically saying that ball is yours. And Josh Huff said, "Are you kidding me? That thing's 30 yards away. It's not like the old days where I'm standing on the goal line. I am 10 yards back there." He knew he couldn't get there, and he was anticipating Brad Smith would.
There was not a typo. 132 yards to 0 net. Flag is thrown here. Murray to the outside. He gets taken down by the safety Malcolm Jenkins. Penalty is against Dallas.
Holding, offense number 88, excuse me, number 82. 10-yard penalty, second down.
That's Witten. Let's go to Michelle.
Well, Eagles linebacker Casey Matthews collided with teammate Nolan Carroll a few plays ago. He went to the bench, had a brief conversation with the medical staff on the sideline, and then eventually went to the locker room without his helmet. He's being evaluated for a head injury, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. That's Emmanuel Acho, number 51. Third-year guy out of Texas, came over in a trade with Cleveland.
And it's significant because D'Amico Ryans was their linebacker there. He got hurt. So Casey Matthews came in. Both were the signal callers. Now they're 3 deep in that position.
Here's Beasley, and Beasley takes it to the 25-yard line. That's 5 yards short of the first. Boykin makes the tackle and sets them up for a 3rd down and 5, and the Cowboys are 4 for 4 on 3rd down tonight.
Well, Des Bryant, pretty good receiver, but on these quick screens, he's almost more valuable as a blocker because he's big and he's strong, and then you can allow Cole Beasley to run the football behind him.
Number 1 in the league on 3rd down. We mentioned before, when you got a guy like Murray, he sets you up in a lot of 3rd and shorts. And right now they have a 3rd down and 5 from the 25. And a whistle before the snap. He's got action up front. Tyron Smith of the Cowboys, full start.
Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So 2 penalties on the series here, and it's 3rd down and 10 now.
Yeah, and it's significant because they're at that long-range field goal range here, so you certainly don't want any part of a sack here. You don't make sure you get this 3-point opportunity out of it.
Romo coming up a lot with 5 wide, and he does it again. Play clock under 5. 4-man rush, and this time they get to him at the 38-yard line. Fletcher Cox is another flag that came in at the end of the play, just after the play. Flag in the secondary down to the 23-yard line.
It's a huge call. It's on the defense. It's a 1st down. If not, they're out of field goal range.
Illegal contact. Defense number 26. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's Cary Williams. That turns a 4th and 18 and out of field goal range into a 1st down.
Cary Williams wants to be physical. It's his nature. He's very good at it. Unfortunately, in this game thus far, that's legal, that's legal. Once you get down the field, they're going to say that's illegal. And here's a guy that's fired up. You're playing in a big game. You want to get after people, and the rules are not going to allow him to do it. And that's his 2nd penalty of the night.
1st down out the 25-yard line. Now out of a more conventional set. Murray to the short side of the field, runs out of room at the line of scrimmage. Williams is there. That'll make it 2nd down and 10. Well, in the 3 games that Chip Kelly has head coached in this series, 2-1 record against Romo. Only 1 touchdown has Tony thrown with 4 picks coming in, and they've limited Murray to a very pedestrian 3.3 yards per carry. It's Bill Davis, the defensive coordinator, but tonight 141 yards to nothing so far for the Dallas Cowboys, who have owned the football, and now before second down and 10.
Charge timeout.
And
Dallas.
the play clock rolling down. Dallas will take a timeout 3 minutes into the second quarter. Now you've got Matthews coming back to the bench. So a good sign, as he obviously had to be cleared back there.
It's kind of a remarkable story, isn't it, about Tony Romo and what he has to do to get that back ready. He goes out for pregame warm-up and then goes back into the locker room, and he gets an injection at that point in his back. He said it takes about 30 minutes for it to kick in. But can you imagine? He was describing it, and obviously if you've been through some of those procedures, they put the needle in and then they sort of twist it around at different angles. And Tony said the guy does like play-by-play on it. He says, all right, we're going here and we're going to do this. He says, I don't need to know. Just do it.
Stop it. Highest passer rating, Aaron Rodgers right now. He lost today at Buffalo. Go figure that one out. Romo would be number 2 at second down and 10 after the timeout. And Romo going deep, and there's Bryant. Touchdown. Dez Bryant gets free down the sideline for the touchdown.
When you're in bump and run coverage, it all happens at the line of scrimmage. You win or you lose at the line of scrimmage. Right there, Bradley Fletcher does not get his hands on Dez Bryant, then hesitates at the top end of that route. Protection was rock solid there. Guy with a bad back, you don't want to see him on his back. And so far tonight, this offensive line's been pretty good.
They go Fletcher's way again. 6 more points, make it 7. Bailey for the extra point, 26 yards. Second touchdown for Bryant. And the Dallas Cowboys are up by 3 touchdowns. Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. By Pepsi, hype your hometown with Pepsi at Pepsi.com. By Mercedes-Benz, experience truly great engineering today at your authorized dealer. By American Sniper in select theaters December 25th. Everywhere on January the 16th. It's the Regional Terminal Market here in Philadelphia, the Reading Terminal Market. Teach me to read the card before I say anything. Nick Foles, who was the starting quarterback until he broke his collarbone in Houston on the sideline. We'll have to wait to see when he's ready to come back. Huff from the goal line. And Wilcox is the first guy to hit him. A flag is down on the run back. For the moment, out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
During the return, holding receiving team number 23. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it falls out. Mark Sanchez, and you know about Mark. Years with the Jets, selected 5th overall in 2009. Sanchez, he was known there, started the AFC Championship games as a rookie and a second-year guy. He won 4 playoff games. Then he missed the entire 2013 season with a shoulder injury. 3-2 as the Eagles starting quarterback. They let him go. In March, he signs here. Philly let Mike Vick go, and he signed with the Jets. And here's Sanchez, 1 career win when trailing by 14 or more. We actually did that game, and he rolls to his left and throws, and at least they get something started here. They had 0 net yards to this point as Selleck makes the catch, and it's a gain of about 5.
Well, Sanchez played very well in the first Dallas game. He had 20 for 29, 217, 102 rating. Everything was great in that one.
And he slings it to the left side. That's juggled, and no. Riley Cooper did not have control of it. Sterling Moore covering on the play incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And Philadelphia is on the cusp right now of a 3rd consecutive 3-and-out.
Yeah, and I know Chip Kelly doesn't care about time of possession, but when it's 15 minutes to 3 minutes, that's a bit of a problem. And you keep going 3-and-out, it's a real problem.
Sanchez brings Selleck into the backfield as protection. He stays in the block, gives Mark a little time. He throws, and they finally get a first down as Sproles makes the catch. So Sproles flares out, the former Charger and Saint. First year here. Hitchens makes the stop, first down.
Right there's Darren Sproles, and you just wonder how much the New Orleans Saints miss that guy. We were talking to Phillip Rivers in San Diego, and I said, you think they miss him a little bit? He said, they miss him. I miss him in San Diego. What are you talking about?
Rivers and Breeze can commiserate.
Yeah.
From the 32, play action. That buys Sanchez a ton of time. And then the pass is a little high and incomplete, but catchable. Josh Huff couldn't haul it in. The rookie out of Oregon. Played there for Chip Kelly.
Oh, boy, they had that. They're going to bootleg this way and throw back that way, and it's wide open. You just can't miss this one. Just a great play design. Freebie.
Second and 10. Inside handoff. Sproles. Burrows to the 35-yard line. Third and long. Third down and 7 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez said he'd never run the read option in his life before he got here, and Coach Kelly keeps telling me how easy it is. It's not easy, because the back doesn't know if he's going to get the ball or not.
They ran it over 30 times in that win on Thanksgiving over the Cowboys. Here comes the blitz. Sanchez hangs in there, fires, caught. First down. Selleck over the middle to tight end. Moves the ball into Dallas territory to the 42-yard line.
A lot of zone defense out of the Cowboys, and Selleck just gets right in the middle of the zone, and that's a throw Sanchez needed to make. And right now, Orlando Scandrick is down on the field, and one of the things that people do, whether this is the case here or not, when an offense gets going, they will have an injury, real or otherwise, slow down the pace. Doesn't cost you a timeout.
And of course the crowd knowing what's going on. Vocal, there's Scandrick, so does he get hurt?
He was a long way from where they were going to snap that ball. Who knows? It's it's a hand. It's not like, I'm going to guess it's not going to be the fourth quarter, but who knows?
No.
Could be, who knows?
I'm saying
60-40?
12%.
Okay.
I'm going 1288 from the 42-yard line. Here's McCoy with a big hole, and McCoy takes it to the 29-yard line. Stopped there by J.J. Wilcox, another first down.
This is one of those, watch Sanchez go left, back right, and then Sproles goes back left again, or LaShawn McCoy on that one. That is a play that has given the Cowboys issues in the past and continues, and now you're getting McCoy going, and this is what happened the last time. It was McCoy who got going, and then the bootlegs and the play action off of that.
Right, they snapped this one 12 seconds after the last play, and now you got McCoy, but he's going to get stuffed, and now a third down and short coming up.
Well, that's one of those read options maybe Mark Sanchez should have kept. Let's see what happens if he holds on to this one right here. So
there's a late flag here at the 23-yard line. It would be pending a third down and 2. Meanwhile,
2 fouls on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 18, defense number 39, the foul's offset, third down.
Macklin and Carr, and good news, of course, Scandrick didn't need to be hospitalized. He's back in the game.
That is very good news. And there's Macklin down the field, and Carr, that's right at the 5 yards, and he said, that's fine.
So it's third down and 2. And Sanchez will throw, and that's a first down. A flag is thrown, however. Zach Ertz, the number 2 tight end, takes the ball to the 5-yard line. Flag is down at the 10-yard line on the near side.
Defense number 39. Penalties decline. First down.
And that's Brandon Carr. So back-to-back fouls on him.
Here's the read option pass now. They come over, and Mark Sanchez is not going to run this one. He's going to throw it. That is an alternative option, and one really that Nick Foles does more of because he's not quite the runner that even Sanchez is. Now they're starting to look like the Philadelphia Eagles a little bit.
This will be the 11th play of a drive, 4 runs, 6 passes. Started back at their own 16. with Chris Polk in the game in the backfield. And they give it to him, and he's going to take it into the end zone on his first carry of the night. Chris Polk for the touchdown.
What a block here by Evan Mathis. Welcome back after the knee injury. Watch this one right here. Come out, secure the first one, take out Rolando McClain, walk-in touchdown for Chris Polk. So one thing about the Philadelphia Eagles, it ain't over. They can score in a hurry in this Cowboys defense and give up a few too.
The rookie Cody Parkey for the extra point. They go 84 yards. It only takes them 3 minutes and 24 seconds to get back in the game. 21-7 Cowboys. Coming New Year's Day, celebrate one of the great traditions now in hockey. The Blackhawks and the Capitals take it outside at Nationals Park in the Washington NHL Winter Classic. You'll see it New Year's Day at 1 o'clock. Chicago and Washington right here on NBC. Skating going on down by the Delaware River. The football at Lincoln Financial Field. Dwayne Harris from 4 yards deep breaks a tackle and gets hog-tied at the 27-yard line. Well, that offensive line has done such a great job protecting Romo and Murray, so they get a little bit of love. Tony sends them all Louis Vuitton travel bags.
Better than that, they get gifts.
Right.
Hold the love. Give me something.
Yeah.
That's the way the offensive linemen work.
They're sending the Air Jordans, iMac computers from DeMarco Murray. Good to be an offensive lineman. Except when the referee says holding number 72.
They have been terrific, and combined with DeMarco Murray, it's not a fast group. The Philadelphia Eagles have the fast offensive line, the athletic. This is much more of a power group from the Cowboys.
Hannah now sets up as the tight end on the right side. Murray is the running back from the 27-yard line. And carries for the 13th time, but not very far. Cedric Thornton, big number 72, comes up with the ball, but the play is dead. We go to Michelle.
Hey, Al, I asked Tyron Smith about those gifts, starting with the shoes from Des Bryant. He said everyone loves Jordans. He called the Louis Vuitton travel bags from Romo, quote, really useful. And he said when DeMarco Murray gave them the IMAX, he thought, wow, he's really looking out for us.
Well, good to be a Dallas Cowboy offensive lineman these days, because that was such a problem area for them over the past few years, where they went to the draft and got Frederick and got Martin and Tyron Smith, and now they're in the elite category. 2nd and 8. Romo throws. That's caught for a first down by Witten. Forward progress will net him the first, and Witten, who only caught 1 ball in the Thanksgiving Day game, has now caught 4 tonight for 51 yards.
Yeah, and the matchup's starting to be favorable now. They're able to work against Casey Matthews inside, and the veteran Jason Witten is just sort of working the middle of the field. And obviously Matthews had to go out for a period of time, but if they can get matched up on that other linebacker, Michael Kendrick's very athletic. D'Amico Ryans was a great leader in there. But coverage-wise, that's the weakness for Matthews and Manuacho.
Every one of Witten's catches tonight resulted in the first down. Matthews is in the game now for Philadelphia. And to the 41-yard line goes Murray. Tackled there by Kendricks. You know, Murray, he's going to break Emmitt Smith's record unless he gets hurt. Cowboy record. He's on a pace to get 2,000 yards. He'd need 3 phenomenal games, about 160 plus per game, to beat Eric Dickerson's mark. Averages 5 yards a carry. But, you know, if he has a huge night tonight, he already has 47 yards. Next week, Indianapolis, a team that gave up 200 to Joe Nisquay against New England. The last game is against Washington. Who knows? 2nd and 6. Give it to Lance Dunbar. And Dunbar spinning around close to a first down.
It's really started with these two in here and some of their combination blocks. Travis Frederick, a big, strong guy. We saw it last week in the Bears game, just driving off the ball together. But those two young players, very bright guys, able to work together. They haven't made the big mistakes that young players tend to make. And of course, Tyron Smith, the hammer over at the left tackle position. The one to watch tonight where they had the issue in the last game was Ronald Leary had a tough time with Fletcher Cox inside. See if they keep trying to get that matchup.
3rd and 1, and Romo has to take a timeout because that play clock was down to 1. So Tony to the bench, 3rd down and 1 when we come back to the link. Well, front right is Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the team. This is Lurie, Tina. 2 removed, and in the middle is Bradley Cooper with the Eagles cap. Huge Philadelphia fan. Jeffrey telling us yesterday Cooper will call from Europe, wherever he is. Catches every Eagles game, but tonight not a lot of joy to this point. We'll see if the Eagles can get off the field finally on a 3rd down, 3rd and 1 here. Romo, the play fake, and Romo's going to go down to the 43-yard line. Connor Barwin will come in for the sack, and that'll be 14.5 sacks for Barwin.
First the coverage down the field. Tried to go a little double move from Des Bryant, but it is the guy with now 14.5 sacks on the season, Connor Barwin, who comes in and makes another huge play. And it looks like the momentum is starting to shift a little bit back towards the Eagles here.
First time they've been held. The Cowboys have been held on 3rd down tonight. Here's the punt by Chris Jones. And that will be spotted out of bounds. Ooh, boy, all the way up to a short kick. Wow. Out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. Philly with the ball down by 14. Well, this is what Chip Kelly did in Oregon. Ran that fast-paced offense here since he took over. 23.5 seconds per play, fastest in the league. 20 or more yards on plays, 160. That's the tops. Rushing yards per game, 2nd. Points per game, 4th. So they went to Eugene, Oregon. Got Kelly after he had initially said he didn't want the job. Then he came back, thought about it again, and time for the NFL. 2nd year in the league, and we'll see his offense trying to get back in the game now as LaCroix dances around but can only gain a yard or 2. Barry Church comes up to make the stop, and back they come to the line of scrimmage as quickly as they can.
And the question is always, can they get the first down? They hadn't all night, didn't have anything going. Get 1 first down to start that last drive and go right down the field.
2nd and 8. And to the outside after the good play fake and then a hurdle for a first down. Zach Ertz. And that gets the crowd excited.
Everybody knows what's going to happen when the tight end catches the ball. The cornerback is not big. He's going to go after his knees, so more and more of these tight ends are going, Little Skeets Nehemiah.
Went over Brandon Carr playing the human hurdle, and Macklin makes the catch. And Macklin, their #1 receiver, having a career year, and that's the first catch for him tonight.
Actually has better numbers than does Des Bryant, but who would have calculated that? Each at 10 touchdowns.
Now the Cowboy 49. Room for McCoy. And he gets taken down. Wilcox comes up to make the stop, gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Say this offensive line is getting going. They are so excited to have Jason Kelsey and Evan Mathis back in the lineup. Sean McCoy telling us we can do without anybody, but Jason Kelsey, the center, is the brains of the operation, and he pulls better than any center that's playing in football.
2nd and 3. McCoy again swings to the outside. McLean can't stop him. He gets around the corner and picks up the first down.
Rolando McClain, if he has an issue that they have been working on, is he can't tackle high. Every time he's a tall guy and he wants to go up there high and make those tackles, and that's when he misses.
McLean at 6'4". The linebacker, and Sproles gets tripped up by McLean, number 97. Terrell McLean. 2nd down.
Well, Terrell McLean inside, they felt the one advantage they had on Jason Kelsey was they could put McLean right on the nose of the center Kelsey and take advantage physically with his size.
14 seconds in. Pass over the middle. It's Selleck again down the seam for a first down to the 26-yard line.
Obviously, the other advantage you have when you're going this fast on offense, but now because Selleck is a bit banged up, they make a substitution, so the Cowboys could sub here, and they would have held that snap.
Right, Ertz comes in, right side. Line goes to the left, play goes to the right, and it's dropped by Jordan Matthews, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, second-round draft choice.
Little read option once again, read option pass. This time try and get it down the field. I'll tell you, Jordan Matthews has had such a big year for this team. Missed an opportunity there.
Caught 56 passes this season. Second down and 10 now from the 26-yard line. 2:19 remaining in the half. Set up a screen, but Sproles can go nowhere. Pressure was on that time. Bruce Carter winds up making the tackle. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 13, and will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Another blitz there. Orlando Scandrick coming hard off the slot. A little more aggressive tonight out of Rod Marinelli.
2 minutes to the half. 21-7 Dallas on Sunday Night Football. So the halftime coming up. Pats, Broncos, and Colts clinch their divisions. The Seahawks win their 4th straight. They knock off the 49ers. Bob Costas, Hines Ward weigh in on the first half, coming up at halftime. So many great symbols in the city of brotherly love. None more popular than the Liberty Bell. From the 29 now, it's 3rd and 13. Sanchez rolling, throwing, and then he has to dump it out of bounds. So he extended the play, he bought time, but it's 4th down, and you'd be looking at about a 46-yard field goal here.
I don't know what Sanchez was doing there. That was clearly another one of those sort of throwback plays they were going to try back to the other side, and he scrambled right, and there wasn't one receiver on that half of the field.
So Cody Parkey, a rookie, picked him up in a trade in preseason from the Colts. Played his college ball at Auburn. This is a 47-yard attempt. Aimed to 10 miles an hour, and Parkey's kick is just good. Inside the left upright. 1:48 to go in the half. It's an 11-point game. Lincoln Financial Field. So many years Eagles played at Veterans Stadium, about 3 decades there before that. Franklin Field on the campus of the University of Pennsylvania. Tony Romo ready to lead the Dallas Cowboys back out after they had a 21-0 lead that's now turned into 21-10. From the 5-yard line, Dwayne Harris. And Harris is going to get taken down back at the 10, so the coverage is great. Chris Prasinski is there to make the tackle with 1:43 left.
Well, there was a lot of conversation. The Cowboys were going to take a defensive player. All 3 they wanted were gone, so they settled on Zach Martin, who's only turned out to be one of the top guards in all of football so far this season. And there also was a little conversation. It might have been Johnny Manziel who made his debut as a starter today. That didn't go so well, so I think they're feeling pretty strong about Zach Martin, who has completed this offensive line.
Lance Dunbar starts at running back from the 11-yard line. Cowboys with 1:43 have already used 2 timeouts, so 1 remains. And the crowd exhorting their Eagles. They would love to see a 3-and-out, but here goes Dunbar. And Dunbar doing some nice running so far tonight up to the 18-yard line, making it 2nd down and 3.
You know, Dunbar is a nice change of pace back, usually used as a receiver more than a runner. But there they saw him backed up and handed him the ball.
2nd and 3, and Romo throws, and that's caught. And taken down at the 29-yard line is Terrence Williams.
As important as anything was getting a few first downs and getting out of that hole. You certainly didn't want to put that Eagles offense back out on the field again.
Right, had you had a 3rd down there, Philadelphia probably would have taken a timeout on defense. Can't think about that now. You throw it underneath, that is caught there by Lance Dunbar, takes it out to the 35-yard line. 52 seconds and ticking down. Dallas conserving its final timeout.
We've seen this Dallas offensive line and occasionally gives Romo 6, 7, 8 seconds to throw the football.
2nd and 4. Romo throws. Beasley makes the catch, and Beasley tries to get out of bounds and does at the 47-yard line to stop the clock with 33 seconds.
Cole Beasley, 3 touchdowns in the last 3 games and really has opened up some opportunities. Maybe part of the reason that Jason Witten and Terrence Williams are catching more balls. Beasley in that slot has drawn a lot of attention now, and now there's a little more balance across the board on who's getting the ball down the field.
Numbers for Romo on the 300-yard pace. 2 touchdown passes, both going Bryant's way. There's Beasley on Boykin out of the slot. Romo to Witten. He gets taken out of bounds. That play only took 4 seconds. It'll be 2nd down and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Well, here comes Kendricks right here up on the blitz. Actually bring a couple of guys, and Romo, I'm not sure he could have done this on Thanksgiving. What do you think, Al? His mobility was not at its best, but now they're blitzing inside to see what happens when he moves, and able to move just enough to get that completion.
Not on 3 days rest without an injection, that's for sure. Took 7 days rest before the Chicago game and pitching on 10 days rest tonight. 2nd and 7. Romo throws, caught over the middle. Beasley, flag is thrown though. Beasley to the 42-yard line. So the flag stops the clock.
Holding.
22
Offense
seconds.
number 68. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's on Doug Free.
More of the old style Philadelphia Eagles defense here. They flanked Vinny Curry way out here. This old wide 9, and as Curry tried to turn the corner, it's a close call. He sort of just pushed him down. It almost looked like Curry was losing his footing a little bit. We've had a few close ones in here, and that one went against the Cowboys.
So 2nd down and 17, well out of field goal range here. We do have a timeout. They will get the second half kickoff, the Cowboys will. But the Philly won the toss deferred and then botched the opening kickoff. And Romo under pressure. Signals deep downfield and then throws out of bounds, and the clock is stopped with 15 seconds.
All the matchups across the board. Terry Williams out there on Dez. Scramble drill starts there. Here's the coverage on Witten down the field, and Witten threw that hook out there to signal to his quarterback, but really he wasn't open enough for Romo to move to his left and flip back around and make that completion.
3rd and 17. Romo has that timeout so he can use all of the field. 3-man rush. Looking down the middle. Now running. And throws incomplete.
Beyond the line.
He's beyond the line of scrimmage to top it off. Lost it down. Williams is also down for the moment. It's only about 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. The line was the 40. If they decline the penalty, you put Dallas in a position where at least they're going to have to punt it.
Illegal forward pass. Quarterback was beyond the line. Number 9. 5-yard penalty. Loss of down. 4th down. Philadelphia declines the 10-second runoff. 4th down.
Right, because the 10-second runoff takes us to halftime. This way, at least they force them into a punt.
And here's the standard. That back foot, if it had been on the line, would have been legal. Plus, you got Darren Sproles, who is one of the top punt returners in all of football. 2 touchdowns already and leads the NFL in punt return average. So I guarantee you he doesn't touch the ball.
Yeah, but
here.
if I'm Dallas, I just tell Jones, kick it out of bounds anywhere. That'll take 6 seconds.
That's what they did the last time. It wasn't much of a punt, but at least they didn't kick it to him.
And Williams hobbles off. Or do you put a punt block on here?
Rich Bisacci, the special teams coach.
Good one.
Yep, sure is.
Jones is going to get it away. And Sproles is just going to let it bounce. And that's going to bounce out of bounds and take us to halftime. The score, Dallas 21 and Philadelphia 10. Coming up next are the halftime after these messages from the NBC.